Hey everybody, it's coffee time. How y'all doing? It's me, John and Momma with Coffee Time. If you aren't on our page, head on over to our Facebook page and follow us and sign up for notifications. The more you comment, the more they will put you in the algorithm and you will be notified. Some of y'all tell me you don't get notified. Well, I came home and Mama is just wild with
I ain't wild.
wild with cooking wonderfulness. So Mama, we're having barbecue chicken wings.
Yeah.
Baked in the oven.
I'm going to get them out, and you can
And we're having sweet peas
get some
and
more barbecue sauce.
tomato gravy. Wow, we're getting tomato gravy. We got those boxes of tomatoes last weekend, and Mama's making tomato gravy tonight. Several of y'all have asked about tomato gravy. We've made it on here before, but it's been a minute, so we're going to make it tonight. Mama's going to make it tonight.
I can't see to get them stuff out of.
You're not using them glasses. So.
No. So,
Ooh, Mama, let's check this out. That barbecue chicken looks good. Is those all wings?
all wings, sir.
And they'll get a little bit more barbecue. And here she comes with that.
And you can do that.
Oh.
I'm stirring this
Ooh.
stuff up.
I set the camera in my coffee cup. I've done everything. So, you're going to go ahead and do this.
Yeah, and I'm going to work on my cheese sauce for my Gratin.
Do I need a
brush?
yeah. Or did I got one over here? Or
I don't know if you got it over there or not. Since we moved around some of this stuff.
since we?
Well, you, me, and together on some.
I didn't move anything.
Over in that other drawer you did.
I may be guilty, Mama. I don't deny it, but I don't think I was as quick as you.
No, you're not as guilty as me, but
Mama likes the traveling dishes.
you,
She likes to move them around just a little bit.
you're a little bit more guilty on this over here than I am.
So let's just brush our chicken wings. Move y'all over. So I just put a little bit on each one, and now I'm just going to take this silicone brush, and I'm just going to make sure they're all generously coated, and we're going back in the oven with them just for kind of like you do meatloaf. Cover the top with your tomato, and then go back in the oven. You can just coat it, but I don't want to just, swimming in the sauce. I want it just gently on there, just perfect.
You got a couple of more.
Yes, ma'am.
Has to be.
I was coming that way.
Oh, no, you went back the other way.
Well, I do a little repeat, but I hadn't forgot about these two birds over here. Mama don't never tell you what to do or correct you in any way.
Never would I do that.
She's a free spirit like that.
Let me
Now those are coated nicely.
back in the oven.
Now look how pretty. Wonderfulness, 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 Mama. Now, Mama told me right before I started the camera, my job, was to drink coffee.
Well, I'm going to make this tomato gravy. You're going to work on this right here.
My job was to open these peas.
Well, it is your job, but
And I thought that was all, Mama.
no, we've got some more for you to do because I've got to get over here to my...
Yes, ma'am. So what are you making? Au gratin potatoes. And we got a recipe for au gratin potatoes right here on page 13 in the church cookbook. Here's our church cookbook. If you have never seen it. And the address will be in the comments right below whenever we finish the video. This is au gratin potatoes. It's 6 large potatoes.
Well, I'm just going to show them my grease.
Or what are you doing here?
Tomato gravy. So I just got my bacon.
Well, Mama,
grease.
I want them to see it. So if you're doing it now, I'll come over there.
Oh, well, I was going to put the flour in there.
Yeah, they
I
want to see
need to
that.
get this on because it takes...
Well, what is this?
That's the sauce for the potato.
Well, let's do this right here then if you want it on first. And then I'll come over there and let them see it because everybody wants to let the tomato gravy. Okay, we've got, have you ever heard getting your cart before the horse? We've not done that a little bit tonight. So let's see here. This is not how many times I've tried to.
How many times you went around?
I've just been talking, Mama, you know me. It's open there. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Did I go around this all the way, folks?
Might not have.
Yeah, I might not did. Mama, let's calm down. Oh, we're out of control.
Oh, we're not out. That's fine.
Okay, so we've got the barbecue chicken wings in the oven. Yeah, I just thought it open then. And I'm going to throw these peas in this saucepan. And Mama will put a little butter in them, a little salt, and that's all the peas will get. Now, the cheese sauce, she wants it done next. So we will do cheese sauce. This goes in this little saucepan. Every pea counts. Delicious. Put that lid right back in there, even though there's no sharp edges. I like to make sure it's all nice and
Get this out.
nuts going away. What's what in here?
All I'm going to do is add butter to the peas.
Okay. And what are you putting in here for your cheese sauce for your
It's
all
right
sauce?
below the potatoes.
Oh.
Don't do it. Don't do away with it.
Okay. It says cook. Cook, cool, peel, sliced potatoes. Heat milk, cheese, onions, and salt together until cheese melts. Thicken with cornstarch. Make a layer of cheese mixture and sliced potatoes in the casserole dish. Bake until slightly brown in the oven 350 degrees.
Okay, this is at 1 cup of milk and it says 2.5, right?
I didn't close the book, Mom.
Page 13.
2.5 watts.
Cups of milk.
Yeah. Then what's that?
Milk.
Oh, because the cornstarch don't go in here, right?
No, it goes in
Right,
the
okay.
bowls.
So this, I'm just gonna chunk this cheese. This is just Velveeta processed cheese
There's a
food.
third a cup of cheese.
This is just Velveeta processed cheese food. It's delicious. It may not be nutritious, but tonight it's okay if it's not, because it's just good cheese. Now, if you don't subscribe to the Velveeta Club of cheeses, sometimes you just got to have some Velveeta. It makes the best creamy cheese sauce.
Okay, you put in the cheese, and this is a half a cup of chopped onions that goes in there.
What kind of onion? A Vidalia?
That was a Vidalia, that's what I had.
It smells good, Mama.
Oh, thank you. Was a good onion.
So this is cheese. Okay, Mama, tell them what's in here. I don't even know.
It's 2.5 cups of milk,
2.5 cups, okay.
and it's supposed to be a third a pound of cheese.
Third of a pound,
I just cut off a
or a
little,
third of a cup.
third of a pound. I just cut off a
We got
little,
that.
little chunk of the thing. It's a 2-pound block, and I just try to guess it.
Okay. So in here is 2.5 cups of milk, half a cup of onion,
Half a cup of onion.
half a cup of onion. She used a Vidalia, and a third of a pound of Velveeta, and that's it. That's all that's in there, and that's going on the fire, and we're going to heat that up, and then she's going to add in cornstarch.
Okay, and I'm going to put in a teaspoon of salt, right?
Teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon of salt.
And it says cook and cool. I don't know why it says cook, cool, peel.
That's cooking your potatoes in a hull, and
Okay.
I just fix mine in the dish.
Heat the milk, cheese, onions, salt together. That's what we got in here.
Okay.
Until cheese melts. Thicken with cornstarch. Make layers of cheese mixture and sliced potatoes in a casserole dish. Bake until slightly brown in oven 350 degrees for 20 minutes. So it's kind of like onions in macaroni and cheese.
Okay, so now
I make chili and cheese toast tonight. Ooh, that sounds good.
I'm going to
Chili
put
and
my
cheese toast sounds
2
good.
tablespoons of cornstarch right in here so I can.
Y'all know the rule on cornstarch. You always mix it in cold milk or cold water. It will clump if you do it in hot. Makes more sense to do it in hot. Like if you think it through, it's a powder, you're trying to dissolve it. Use cold because it will clump, and this will make it smooth. we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to watch the beauty of tomato gravy. Several of y'all asked about tomato gravy. A lot of you have never heard of tomato gravy. It is a fine delicacy in the South, and it's usually something we enjoy all summer long. This summer, as I have complained before, our tomatoes didn't come in, but we did get a box of vine ripe tomatoes, so we could do a little canning.
I can them Saturday, but if they don't soften up more, I'll probably have to wait till Monday morning.
Mama's broke out. Look at this shirt she's wearing.
Oh,
it's leafed up. Do you think switch your file wardrobe?
Yes, it's October the...
I wear the same thing you're wearing. My only requirement is clean and pressed in the closet. I may have wore this shirt yesterday. I don't remember. Some of y'all may think, did you wear that shirt? I don't know when I wore it. It was clean and it was pressed. It was in the closet. That's the only requirement I have. It don't matter fall, winter, summer, spring. Because I came out in the sun anyway, so I had to wear long sleeves. Or I would be all broke out all the time. Just walking from the car into a building, I would be broke out. So, that's my plight, and I deal with it. The cheese melting on?
Not yet. Oh, my grease is hot, so
okay, we're going to go to the stove. She's rushing me a little bit. She's like, get over here. Let's check Mama out over here at the stove. I'm going to try not to jerk y'all around with movement here. Just going to be real gentle-like.
I showed them I had a little over a tablespoon of
butter. You're smoking, Mama.
I reckon I am smoking. I'm trying to get stuff ready here. And that's about...
Now, this is going to be tomato gravy. Does this look familiar? Does this look like milk gravy for breakfast? Because this is the same process. And in that skillet, it started out with some bacon grease.
Ouch. Splattered on myself.
That little blue container there with the wood lid, that's the bacon grease container. We just put our drippings in there.
So all I'm doing is I'm not letting it get real brown, but just a tinge.
A what?
Tinge.
A what?
No, I ain't saying no.
Just a tinge.
So that's just the grease and the bacon grease and the flour.
Can't hear me. Alice, can you not hear me? Or Mama. Now, nobody can hear Mama. But that's just a fact. But you all probably can't hear me. Maybe I need to... Hold on. Let me plug this up. I tell you, I don't know. I think we just got...
I think that's about brown enough, don't you?
Can you hear me better now? Yeah, that's good and brown for tomato gravy.
What I've done to the tomatoes is I've peeled them and cut all the spots or anything, and that white core like thing inside of them, they'll kind of chunk them up. And all I'm going to do now is this, instead of putting milk in here, I'm putting these tomatoes. And look at the juice they've collected while I cut them up a little while back.
And that juice is fine. Don't worry about having tomato juice in your tomato juice. Tomato juice in your tomato gravy is what I meant to say.
Turn it down and just let it.
Pasta and Alfredo sauce, Mindy. This would be good probably with pasta. Now you just let these tomatoes cook. Because they're red and they're ripe, it's not going to take them long to break down.
No, but I'm going to put me some salt and pepper, and that's all they're going to do is let these cook.
Susan's mama always said a tinge, also Mama.
Well, that's just me. That's just the way I talk and go on.
I love it. I love it when you say a tinge.
So it's starting to break down. You can see it is. And this is tomato gravy. When I get to the salt pepper shaker over there, I'll put some of it in there. And this is all it's going to do now is just cook. And I've turned the heat down pretty low on here so it won't burn and stick. Just it's not got enough cheese? Has it melted?
It's melted, Mama.
I'm gonna have to get out more cheese. I can't tell there's no cheese in there.
I agree, Mama. It needs more
I'll
cheese.
put some American slices in. I think what it might need.
See how that's turned into a nice gravy, and that flour and that grease is causing it to thicken?
You'll sprinkle a little salt and pepper. I'll get some more cheese to put in there.
Okay. So she's trusted me with the tomato gravy. So I will just put a little bit of salt. How much, Mama?
Oh, a good sprinkle.
A little bit of pepper. We can always add a little bit more. Stir that around. See how it's turning wonderful? And you want some chunks, but you can mash up some of these. The peas are boiling.
I just misjudged on the cheese. I need some more cheese in.
Well, maybe that's what they said.
What is that? 3 slices? I can't hang on.
3.
4.
4 more
Let's
slices.
see if that works out. You can close that door. You know I can stand in
I know, Mama. I was trying to film you, though, before I was doing housekeeping.
Oh.
Looks yummy. Michelle, it is. Watching from Cordova, Alabama. Well, hello, Jim. Parsley and tomato basil soup. We like that too.
Oh, I love that.
But now this don't taste like tomato soup. The bacon grease and the flour, it makes it taste like tomato gravy.
Now, my daddy always called it tomato gravy. It may have a different name, but that's what I was raised on.
That's all I've ever known it as.
That's all I've ever touched.
And somebody's going to say, y'all don't have the skillet on the stove.
Oh, I still do.
We adjust it. It's kind of like, when you want it to cool down a little bit, you can pull it over a little bit. And that's what Mama's always cooked.
Okay, let's get this. Get my cornstarch in here.
Is it cheesy enough for you now, Mama?
Well, it probably is enough for us to taste cheese.
Mama's not going to commit to it, but she's going to say it probably is. Look at that tomato gravy go. Now it's turning there now. Look at that. That is some good gravy. See how those tomatoes broke down? Mama probably mashed them down pretty good.
Okay, let me pull the
Yes, ma'am. Let me move out of your way. Come right over here.
cornstarch right here.
Remember, mix your cornstarch in cold. And that'll thicken right up. We're doing like live action here tonight, Mama, right here.
I've got too many. What is the saying?
Too many irons in the fire.
Yeah. I'm having double stir.
Double stirred. You got potatoes. You've used the big oven?
Well, with not ribs,
Chicken.
wings, and the potatoes, and I didn't pre-cook my potatoes.
One thing about it, you need to use that big oven every once in a while.
And I figured, cold as I am, I could use a little extra.
Oh, yeah. It's
And if
cold.
you'll scoot back, I'll pour
It's
this.
been way down in the mid-70s here, Mama.
I'll get my.
A little steamy, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah, I can't see. Now, if you'll go back over there, we'll
Yes,
put
ma'am.
this sauce right over these potatoes and put them back in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it? Mama ain't playing around tonight now.
And I didn't pre-cook my potatoes on the kettle or what it says, like cook them in a hole and let them.
Hi from Las Vegas, Barb. How are you? Looks yummy. It's going to look even yummier, if that's a word.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Said layer them, but that was...
Well, that was the layer. Layer of potatoes, layer of cheese.
No, I've got too much cheese. Milk is what it is. I didn't fix 6 big potatoes, probably. Okay.
Well, Mama, that cheese can be kept for nachos. You've inspired me for tomorrow night's supper. There it is, folks. Our gratin potatoes. And now these go back in the oven.
It says for 20 minutes, but they're so down that...
Back in the oven until Mama says it's time to take them out.
I think they're tender. Stick his fork into a potato. I checked them earlier. Oh, yeah, they're going...
So that means you're just going to brown them a little bit?
I'm going to get that hot and brown, and I just got that.
Got it on the counter. Mama, you didn't close that drawer up there.
I just grabbed this pot over there.
I'm just giving you a hard time like you did me over the door.
I couldn't stand it. I'd have closed it as soon as I could.
Oh, I know, Mama.
Okay, we've got the ribs are going, the potatoes going.
You had ribs too?
I keep calling them ribs.
We're having wings and ribs, Mama?
I'm a losing it, so don't pay much attention to me. I guess I need a Tupperware spoon over there to go in this kettle so I won't scratch it up. Can you reach me a spoon
I sure can, Mama.
for the peas? I'm sorry.
Right here's a spoon for the peas.
I'm gonna... Ooh, it's hot.
Don't poison yourself. What's that?
That's putting butter in the peas.
Oh, okay.
Earlier, but I had this other stuff in my hands again. Just a little butter and the peas. And
Some of y'all are saying Velveeta cheese is not real cheese. I know. That's what I told you all.
put me some real in
We
there.
put some real in it too. I don't care if Velveeta is not real cheese. It's good, whatever it is, and we use it. So if you're a teetotaler, you use all real cheese. If you're like us and you cheat sometimes and you think Velveeta's good, use your Velveeta. But I know it ain't real cheese. No biscuits. No, we're having some wonderful Hawaiian rolls tonight. No bake, just the soft kind. John and Momma, Greg Stickle is watching. Okay. Hello, Jim. Kelly, how are you? Hello, Martha. Folks, it's going to be a delicious supper tonight. And for us, anymore, our new way of eating, it's not going to be too late. It's going to be 7:16. That may be late for some, but if you work too late, you have to eat supper late. Not terribly late, though. What are you putting tomato gravy on, or do you eat it by itself? We just eat it by itself, Dorothy. You can't. We've never really eaten tomato gravy with biscuits, like breakfast gravy. Some of y'all do. We just eat it by itself. We just eat it as a side, a tomato side. Norfolk, Virginia. Hey, Michelle. I didn't think I would like tomato gravy. I don't think I would. Well, Tammy, do you like tomatoes to start with? If you like tomatoes and you like them hot, now some people don't like hot tomatoes at all. If you like them hot, you probably would like it because it's just a good, flavorful tomato dish. I made homemade chili. Ooh, Jennifer, that sounds good. In the crock pot this morning. Oh, that's some smart thinking. You made it all day and you had it ready for supper when you come home. Velveeta melts the best. It does, Susan. It's good. I know it's not real cheese. I know it's probably not even the healthiest cheese. But we've eaten it our whole lives. And it's not every day. I like Velveeta. I do too, Anna. I like it. I use it. I ain't ashamed of my game on cheese.
Okay. I've got peas out here.
Peas are done. We love sweet peas. So peas are done.
We've not had no peas in a while.
We love peas. And peas is good with barbecue. And peas is good with cheesy potatoes. Au gratin. There's probably 100 ways to pronounce that. Au gratin. We sharing a plate tonight, Mama?
I guess we'll have to. I'm going to get down here and get the other one.
Can I do anything else to help you in any way?
I'm just waiting. All we're doing is waiting.
All we're doing is waiting. The chicken, it was done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You mean get it out of the oven, or you? Huh?
Get us some forks. You can reach
I
out.
can. I'll do that part, Mama. I can at least do that right here for you. You want me to get the chicken out?
No. It should be good and brown with the... Ooh, I think it's like you like it.
Oh, good.
I believe this is what you said. It clinging to it and a little brown.
Yes.
Stick it closer to the peas.
That is to perfection, Mama. Look at that chicken wings. Barbecue chicken wings. Deliciousness. Peas. And we're going to have some cheesy potatoes. Au gratin potatoes. I'm going to rearrange here and make room for those potatoes. Scoot yourself right over there. Mama will bring another mat. And we'll be ready to go.
A knife it went probably in there.
Fork.
A fork. I can't said nothing right. I'm in bad shape.
It's usually me, Mama.
I have to.
Usually I'm the one that's saying things a little...
I'm going, what is those things on? I'm going to have to go to bed and get back up and start all over.
As my uncle used to say, I had my tongue over my eye teeth. I couldn't see what I was saying. Y'all ever heard that? That's an old one. If he said something wrong, he said, whoa, must have my tongue over my eye teeth. Couldn't see a word I was saying.
Oh, I smell the tomatoes. Really.
These are the rolls. These are the Sara Lee Sweet Hawaiian. They smell good. They are good. Deliciousness. How come every time you take one of them little metal twisters off from the bread, they get lost? And they
Have
used
you
to
lost
be.
it?
I got it finally. They used to be brighter colored. Now they're dull brown. I could find the red ones on the counter. I have trouble finding the brown ones. And they're all brown now. Have y'all noticed that? You know, used to you could tell what day it was baked according to the twister. Like blue was Monday, and they all had a color code. I don't know about y'all's bread, but ours just went to about everybody where it uses them brown ones. I guess they figured out we knew when it was baked, and they didn't want us to know. So we'll be digging through and get the freshest one. But I use the date now. Mama's not used to them glasses fogging up every day. I'm used to
You
it.
want me to put it on broil and brown that a little bit?
You couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt a thing to have a little bubbling brown on top, Mama.
Couldn't hurt.
This is going to be a messy. We need, what is that? The finger bowls with water. Ain't that what they do in fancy places? So you don't sit there with barbecue sauce on your fingers.
I'll tell you what, I'll be good to you. I'll give you a napkin. I mean
Okay.
a paper towel since we've got...
A wet paper towel? I probably won't use my fingers with it anyway, Mama. So let's look at the food. Then while we're waiting on the cheese to brown. Look at that tomato gravy. Now, folks, that is Southern deliciousness at its best. We love good tomato gravy. And we've not had our fair share this year. I'm just going to tell you. Used to, we would have it once a week.
You're shocked getting tomato gravy. I hadn't mentioned that to you.
No, I know. It was just like, these are extra paper towels. I see what you're saying.
Because I figured I'll need it.
Well, with tomato gravy dripping off our chins and barbecue sauce, we may need 2 or 3 napkins. Hey, Lori, how are you? Hey, Donna. Let's see who else on here tonight. What are y'all eating? Peas look good. I like peas. Potatoes and dumplings. Those are all good things. Ours are made. Somebody said something. Ours are made out of cornbread. Angela Pence, you have 2 refrigerators. Yes, we do. We have another refrigerator. Mama has food in this one mostly, and out there is mostly drinks. Sweet tea, her 0 drinks. We keep water, we keep juices out there, and it's an overflow. And like if vegetables or something, we keep them out there in the sunroom. Can't hear me? B, can you not hear me? B, how about now? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Maybe the bread ties are hanging out with all the missing socks from the... It must be, Charlotte. It must be. There must be somewhere that all this missing stuff goes to. But I can take a bread tie off and lay it down, and I will spend a minute looking. Look at that bread tie. That's why I act. And Mama does the same thing. She says, "Do you see that bread tie?" And I say, "No." Well, right here it is. It's over here. One time, I made a sandwich. And I couldn't find the bread tie. And I looked and I looked and I looked. And finally I just, rodded it up and folded it under and laid it down and took my defeat. I picked up my sandwich. There was a bread tie in the bread where I laid the bread on it. Sometimes the situation gets real. The struggle's real some days. But it's alright.
As I tell you, life is
It
what
is,
and it goes right on.
It is.
Whether you find the bread tie or eat it on your sandwich.
It's 70 degrees still yet, folks, and it's 7:25 here. We've had another little heat wave come through. We was having cold weather, and I told you it was going to be 30. Well, it was 38 one morning.
Yeah, it's been cold several mornings.
Several mornings, but we never did really get too cold.
Oh, this is...
Oh, that's perfect. Mama, look at that bubbly brown.
brown on it. There
That's perfect, Mama. As usual, as always, Mama.
I got the spoon.
Oh, okay.
I'll lay it over here.
So if y'all want to hear the au gratin potato recipe, it's 6 large potatoes, or whatever you want to fix, like Mama did. 1/3 pound of Velveeta cheese, 2.5 cups of whole milk, or whatever milk you want to use. 1/2 cup of onions chopped, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in cold water. And it just says cook your potatoes, slice the potatoes, which we just sliced them raw and put them in there. Mama did.
I baked them without the stuff on them.
And she baked them without the stuff on it.
Loonful over
top of it. You heat your milk, your cheese, and your onions, and your salt together until the cheese melts. Then you add your 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, which has been liquefied in water, cold water. And then it says make layers, but Mama just simply poured it over top of it, of the sliced potatoes. Put it back in there, and it come out bubbling brown, just like it's supposed to. Bake until slightly brown in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. We've had it in about 10 minutes. And this is in our church cookbook. And there's all kinds of recipes in here, and that was on page 13. If you already have the church cookbook, which many of y'all do. Let's take one more pass over the food here. There's those beautiful wings, peas, Look at those bubbling browns on top of that au gratin potatoes, and that's that tomato gravy. Delicious, Mama. I tell you what, I really wasn't sure what was going to have. You said you would. I asked you earlier, and you said, "Mom, what we eating tonight?" She said, "I've got chicken. You'll like it." I said, "Okay, that's all I need to hear." I'm not the type of person that needs a lot of explanation. You tell me.
But I surprised you with tomato gravy.
You surprised me with peas and au gratin potatoes too.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew about was chicken. Wasn't even sure how you was going to fix it. Let's bless it, Mama, and then we'll eat it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared the meal. And Lord, we just ask for the nourishment of our body. Dear Lord, be with all those aching and suffering across the world, dear Lord, and those that are still dealing with the storm damages, dear Lord. And please be with all the prayer requests, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. And we just pray for your leading hand in our lives at all times. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Mama, these wings, it ain't hard to pick a wing.
They're all about the same size, too. I said started to say pick me a little one.
Of course, it's a protein, Mama. You wouldn't want nothing too big. But if these were chocolate cupcakes.
I would say, see if there's a bigger one.
Is that the best one you could find, you'd say?
Mm-hmm. My thoughts about it, you know. I've had it a while.
Alrighty. Good tomato gravy.
That's good.
That good? Is that all you want?
Yeah.
Peas, please.
Ouch. That potatoes was hot out of that oven.
Peas, please, and tomato gravy. Like I said, we just eat it as a side. Now, you could get fancified and probably eat it over biscuits. That's enough peas, Mom.
Oh, you gotta eat green.
You gotta get your same amount you gave me. One little Mom, that. I hear you, Mama. Bubbling brown au gratin potatoes.
Is that enough?
That's plenty. Bubbling brown au gratin potatoes. Look at there, folks. That's just like downtown. It's pretty. It's green. It's red. It's red more. And then there's your au gratin potatoes. And look at that beautiful roll. They're just waiting for the eatings.
I got everything coming to me.
I think unless you got deviled eggs or something.
In the refrigerator, no. This was enough, I thought, for supper.
That's where you used to have stuff, and Daddy would say, "Have I got everything I got coming to me?"
And I'd say, yeah, no. Oh, no, there's coleslaw in the refrigerator.
Peas are delicious, Mom.
Oh, no, there's...
Coleslaw and deviled eggs are probably left off a lot of menus and left in refrigerators.
Yeah, mine was a lot of times.
These potatoes are hot, Mama.
I know it. Everything's a steaming up.
We're going to try them, though. That is delicious. That onion is all through that cheese sauce. It's delicious. We don't have these very often.
No.
We may have to change that.
And
Now,
I'm lazy sometimes. I use a box instead of making them fresh.
This is better than any box I've ever had. Get off there, Pete. So here's the tomato gravy. See how thick and delicious? Mama, tell them again how to make the tomato gravy.
I use bacon grease and flour. Try to use...
How much bacon grease?
I use a tablespoon or two.
And an equal amount of flour.
Whatever grease you use the same amount of flour. And then I cut my tomatoes up earlier and chunked them up and stuff so that it would have the juices coming out of it, because you need that juice when you pour it over that flour to get it going. And then you just turn your burner down and kind of let it cook slow until it gets done. All the tomatoes gets chunked up.
And this is perfect. So if you make it just like this and it tastes like this, you've got the best tomato gravy. Mama does a great tomato gravy. It's all delicious, Mama.
Raised on it all my life.
I'm even going to try a piece of this chicken.
Ooh.
It may be hard to eat with a fork. How did you do the chicken, Mama? What process?
All I did was wash it real good, lay it in the pan. I sprayed the pan, laid it in there, and I sprinkled salt and pepper on it. Covered it with aluminum foil. I didn't put no water or nothing else on it. I covered it with aluminum foil and let it cook. It cooked for over an hour.
The chicken by itself.
By itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took the aluminum foil off and put some barbecue on it, and put the aluminum foil back on it, put it back in there and baked it.
It's perfect.
And then when you put it on it, we left the aluminum foil off so it would get that crusty brown.
It's delicious, folks. Absolutely delicious. We hope you've got something good to eat. Post on here and let us know what you're eating. Let us know where you're from. It looks like the comments are frozen. Let us know what you're eating and let us know where you're from. Mama loves to see where y'all are from. And just let us know what's up. And, oh, it looks delicious. Thank you, Eva. It is delicious. Everything looks... Donna, it is. So we're going to say goodbye, and we're going to enjoy our wonderful supper. And y'all have a blessed night. Sleep well. It's Friday Eve, if that matters to you. And, folks, I do realize some of y'all aren't off on the weekend, so I try to always include you all as well. Sometimes Friday evening is important to you all. But if you're a Monday through Friday worker, it means the weekend's close. You may have already had your weekend this week, but you enjoy it anyway.
And our little town's having its Fall Fest tomorrow and Saturday.
Yes, they are. Fall Fest. See, it's a time for Fall Fest. It's pumpkins and hay rides, and we've already had some of that this year, and it's been enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
Even though the temperatures ain't cool, play them down, and the
They was
bugs are
cool
still
for
there.
a few days. They'll come back.
They'll come back. That's the way it is. Anyhow, until next time, y'all have a good time and be blessed. And make you some memories. Mama, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm eating awful hearty.
Mama's enjoying this wonderful supper, as we
Yeah.
should. Y'all have a blessed night. And say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mom, and God bless you all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.